Joined now by the Chair of Atheist Ireland, Michael Nugent, who has written to the Charities Regulator about the status of the Iona Institute. Why so?
Well, the Charities Regulator has recently issued new guidelines for charities who are involved in political activity. And those guidelines say that they have to be involved only in activities that are directly advancing their charitable aim. Now, when you register as a charity, you have to register under a particular aim. So they recently stopped the Project Arts Centre from having a mural about Repeal the Eighth on the grounds that their charitable aim under which they're registered is the advancement of education. And they said this isn't about the advancement of education. Now, our argument is that the Iona Institute is registered under the advancement of religion. So everything that they do politically has to be directly related to the advancement of religion, yet they don't do that. They position themselves as a quasi-secular think tank. They make mostly secular arguments, and in fact at times they explicitly deny that they're involved in the advancement of religion. So we've asked the Charities Regulator to investigate that.
And what has the response from the Charities Regulator been?
Well, there's none yet. I mean, we've just sent in the letter, so I presume, our question relates not just to the referendum, because I mean, previously they were involved in the marriage equality referendum on the same basis, when they were explicitly saying these are not secular, these are not religious arguments, it's not Catholic Ireland versus modern Ireland, the arguments are ultimately secular. That's what David Quinn said, and another patron of the Institute explicitly said that they were not a Christian organisation. This is during that referendum. During this referendum, they're doing the same thing. Their submission to the Citizens' Assembly didn't mention any religious arguments at all, didn't mention God or religion once. And so they're at pains to create the impression that there's some sort of scientific, secular think tank that are out for the good of society. But in practical terms, they are registered for the advancement of religion. So the only way they can be involved in politics is to advance religion.
Okay, what do you want, so? Because it strikes me there can be only one of two things. Either you want them shut up when it comes to the debate on the referendum that's coming on the Constitution, or you want their charitable status to be stripped from them?
Well, we want either. We want them to be honest. I've no problem with them making religious arguments openly, if that's what they're registered for. But having charitable status, it gives you considerable benefits that other organisations don't have. And they make hundreds of thousands of euro based on their charitable status. And there's a price for that. And the price is that you can only be involved in political activities that's directly related to why you are registered as a charity. So they have said today in the Irish Times that, this is a ridiculous argument. And they cited a couple of other charities like Bernardo's and the ISPCC and Vincent de Paul that they said are also involved in political activity. But the distinction there is that Bernardo's and the ISPCC are registered as charities under a different category. They're registered under advancement of community welfare. And Vincent de Paul is registered under relief of poverty or economic hardship. So their political activities, which are not incidentally on the abortion referendum. In fact, the Vincent de Paul has specifically said that it's not advising its members to vote either way on this. Their political activities are directly related to the categories under which they're registered, which is the distinction that the Iona Institute seem to fail to recognise. OK,
but I should say, we did offer David Quinn the opportunity from the Iona Institute to join us to debate with you, and it's one of the occasions in which he's decided not to actually engage in debate with you, which he has done on other issues on this programme before. He has entered into the argument. But I just want to get clear again, what is it that you want?
Well, first of all, it would have been nice to have David here. I mean, I know he's regularly concerned about being silenced, and it's a bit of a shame that he's chosen to silence himself on this occasion. But what I want is for the Iona Institute to be honest. If they are engaged in political activity in order to advance religion, they should say that. They should be truthful about it. If they are not engaged in political activity in order to advance religion, then they should lose their charitable status, because they only have that status on the basis that is the limitation of what they're involved in.
Michael Nugent, Chair of Atheist Ireland, thank you for joining us.